Welcome, 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 my friend. I'm so excited to be here to craft with you. And today we're going to create a circle easel card using our circle decorative dies and this circle base card. So we are live. Make sure you comment. Let's have some crafty fun together. Ask questions. I will come back in after the live is finished and answer your questions if I don't see them while we're live. So let's flip the screen, and this is what we're going to create today. Oh my goodness. It's spring and everywhere has come to life, and all the greens are absolutely beautiful, and all the flowers that have been blooming, and that was what inspired my card today. Layla, it's good to see you. Christy, it's good to see you. Sharon, good morning, my friend. So this is an easel card that we've created. But wouldn't this look amazing with just this circle? And you could create that and put it onto a square card. It also looked really amazing as a top of a box. So, you know me and my boxes and my bags. There's something that I know I love to create. So Lorna, it's good to see you. Ruth, hi. Janet, Barbara, Lawrence, it's great that you are here today. So you'll see that I am using the hyacinth, but what I wanted to show you was the hyacinth is so versatile. We can use it just as a stamped image, or we can create it with the 3D flowers, or we can use them as just little filler flowers. So I've used them both on this card, and you'll remember this one that we made not so long ago. You can see how I use them as the focal flowers on this beautiful butterfly. So these flowers are really versatile, and great news is that they are in the warehouse clearance section. So you can save up to 70%. So if these are something for you, don't miss out, because when they're gone, and you can really save up to 70%, which is amazing. And there's lots of other things in there. So Natalie, you're from the Netherlands. Good morning. Susan, good morning. It's so good to see you. Let's start with this card. Okay, so what I've done is I'm going to bring my camera in a little bit more. So we'll do it slowly. Okay. So what I've done is I have stamped my images. Now then, as I said before, I'm using the Fragrant Hyacinth stamp and die set. And in this die set and stamp set, there are a larger hyacinth and a smaller hyacinth, and it's the smaller one that I'm using today. And then there's these gorgeous flowers. Coordinating die to match. And the awesome thing, one of the things that I love about this flower is this magic mold. So you can create lots of flowers all at once. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, another 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fours are 20. There you go. It makes it quick, it makes it easy, and all the flowers are shaped the same. Makes it really super easy. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a box of molds in my craft room, and I don't know which one's which. So I actually write in pen down the side of mine, so that when they are all stacked up down the side, I can flick through and I can grab it really easily. Okay. Penny, good morning from Australia. Clarabelle, you are in Phoenix City, Alabama. Good morning, Marilyn. Good morning. It is so good that we are all together crafting. So the colours that I've used a Memento ink, and I've used the Sweet Plum. It gives a really lovely colour for that hyacinth. And then the pink hyacinths, I've used the Vibrant Fuchsia. So I've got this one. And then for the green, I'm using Leaf Green. So for my card, what I've done is I've stamped 2 of the pink ones, and then I've stamped 1 of these purpley ones. And all we're going to do, now we are going to cover this with 3D Florals, but what we're going to do is I'm just going to come in with my ink and use a circular motion and just colour that, so that when we have the flowers on like this, you can't see white poking through. So you can see some places have got little gaps and you just can't see the colour. So that's why I've coloured it at this point. Now the pink ones, what I've done is I've gone back over the edges just to create a little bit more colour. So let me get another dauber and I will show you that one. I'm not going to do this with my purple one because we are going to put those flowers over. But I'm just going to colour one side so that we have some shading on there. Okay, and I'll do the same with my other one, like so. So these are, to stamp them and use them flat, they are super quick, super easy to use. So what we're going to do is we're also going to use our leaf green, excuse me, and I'm just going to shade my leaf. Now I would cut out another one with just the leaves, and I don't need to stamp it all. So you see, I've not actually stamped the flowers, I've just put the ink onto my leaves and stamped that part, and then die cut it out because I'm going to put an extra layer of leaves onto here just to give some dimension. Okay, Linda, good morning. Good morning, Maxine. Okay, so I now need to come back in and we're going to just shade these petals with a circular motion like so. The pink ones, I stamped some in pink because I'm just going to use one. I didn't colour, so that I've got a little differentiation between the flowers. Okay, so all we're going to do is put our coordinating die over our images and run those through the die cutting machine. And as you've already seen, that's how they come out. So those are the pink ones, and then here's my purple one. So I'm going to just come back in and I've gone over the edge like so, just to add some shading to my leaves. Now then, this one that we cut out, what I want to do is just create another piece here, because this is hidden underneath the petals, as you can see. So I cut this out, and I just want to cut that one out so that it sits above the petals and gives that realistic look to my flower. So I'm just going to cut this one out with my pair of scissors like so. And you could do each of them, you could put more leaves on there, absolutely. I'm just going to add this one. So I'm going to come in with my green and just add on some colour. Okay. And then I'm just going to shape it with my fingers, and I've done the same with these. Just roll them in my finger, and then I'm going to take my glue, add a little bit of glue to the end, and we will put that on after we've glued on the petals, but that will glue on there. So I am going one step ahead of myself. That's always the fun with crafting. We sometimes do that, don't we? Okay, so let's make the flowers and then we'll glue that one on. So out of the mould comes these gorgeous flowers. So I put them in the mould, stamp side down, and all we're going to do is we're going to press down so that our flowers come up like so. So you'll see the difference. Now I've got two mats here so that I'm getting some depth. You could just tickle its tummy and you get a totally different kind of look, like so. That's more of an open look. You could layer them up together, but today we are going to have them really quite tight and pressed down like so. We want our stamens. Now I got these pearl stamens. Have you heard the news? There is a savings on the stamens, so there's 50% off, and the savings ends on Friday. So make sure that you add these to your cart. Take advantage of that savings, because once the stamens are gone, they will be gone. Now, sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I don't have the right colour stamen. Now, if you get the bridal stamens, which are white, what you can do is use your ink pads. So take the lid off, put your stamens onto the ink pad, and they'll take on the colour of the ink. So I know that I've used my green on my white ones for certain projects, and it works absolutely brilliantly. It really works well. Okay, I don't think I've got those at hand, she says, looking around very quickly. Actually, so these are what I'm talking about. These were the pearlized bridal stamens, and I've used the leaf green ink to create them to be green. So you can also add glitter to them. You can really use them for putting as decoration in your floral bouquets. Stamens are so versatile, so don't miss out on that savings. I don't know about you, but I will confess that I've already put an order in, so there will be some winging their way to me for sure. So all I'm going to do is I've cut one of these in half, and I'm just going to add one stamen into the middle here. Mary, you said you loved the way I was doing those leaves. Awesome. So I'm just going to put a drop of hot glue at the back, and then I'm going to leave that. Okay. Dana, how do I get the ink to stay on the stamens? You've tried it and it just wiped off. That's so interesting. So I don't know what ink you've used, but I used the archival. And yes, my fingers got all green and all messy, but it hasn't come off. So as you can see, we've got them there, and it didn't move then. Get it in the camera. It didn't move then when I wiped against it. So it may be the ink. I don't know. Have a go with the archival ink, or maybe a stays on ink. That might work. So we've created our flowers. We've got lots of little flowers here, like so. And I'm just going to bring in my hyacinth. And what we're going to do is we are going to glue these on the top. Now, I am going to add, I'm definitely going to use my hot glue, and I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my flowers. I'm going to start with 2 at the top. Well, I'm going to start with 1 at the top, like so. And then I'm going to put 1 a little bit lower down. Now it is hot glue, so we do need to just kind of hold it. And then we just keep going. Now don't worry if you don't just put 1 at the top, because this one I put 3 at the top. It's just the one on my card has 1 at the top, and then 2 either side, and then 3, 3, and then 2 and 1. Okay, these are flowers, nature is different, and they're your flowers, so create them how you want them. But those are 2 different ways that I've done, and personally I preferred it with the 1 at the top, and then these 2 here, and then I'm just going to keep adding these on like so. I don't know if many of you had the Lush Lilacs. It's the same technique that we used to create the Lush Lilacs. Okay, so tell me, who already has these flowers, and what have you been making with them? I know that many crafters all over the world have got these in their crafty stash. They've definitely been one of my go-tos recently because they are so petite and so small, and they're so versatile. I love that. So you just keep going until that is filled and complete, like so. And then what you do is glue on that leaf, like so. Okay, so we've got our flowers. Let's make the card. Let me just clear up a little bit. Okay, Marilyn, you're saying they make amazing filler flowers too. They do. My goodness, you are so right. So if you're using your larger flowers, they make great flowers just to fill in between them. Okay, so let's make our card. The card base, I'm actually using the 6x6 round bifold card. The bases, the pre-cut bases. Now it comes, let me just see if we can go back out. Okay, so it comes as 3 circles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to snip one of them off. Now you could snip it off, or you could just glue it together for the bottom base. So we have our easel card. This has already got a pre-scored fold in it, so we're just going to do like so. And then I've taken the rounded eyelet window die. This is absolutely a gorgeous die, and I've taken the outer piece to create 2 circles. The next live that I'm doing is actually using this die. Do you want a sneak peek? Shall I? Do you want a sneak peek? Throw me some hearts. Do you want a sneak peek? Look what it's created. Isn't that just beautiful? I've created a little gift box with it. So on the 31st we're going to create this. Okay, so I've cut 2 of these. I'm going to use one for the base and one for the top. So let's start with the top. And then we're going to decorate this piece of card. Make some room. There we go. And I'm using the rounded scallop window. Now, I don't know about you, but circles are so fascinating. The decoration is beautiful. And they're not something that I've always reached for, but they are one of my crafty favourites at the moment. So what I've done is I've taken this piece and I have cut 2 in white card, and then I've taken the outer and cut 2 purple pieces. Now these are just from my spare pieces box. So I don't know about you, but I kind of never throw away pieces of paper that are big enough to use for something else. So I have a lovely box full of pieces, and all I'm going to do is glue that on top of there like so. Okay, and then what we've done is we've got 3D pop dots on the back. Now these are the new pop dots. Have you seen these? Have you used these? Oh my goodness. So if you don't know what I mean, is these are how the old ones looked and these are how the new ones looked. Look at how easy this tab is to pull off, and they are the same depth, and these are really one of my favorite pieces because they're nice and sturdy and they have some nice depth to them. But the new ones with these pull-off tabs is brilliant. It just makes it so easy to do, like so. Now, we're just going to add some glue to the back. Oh, Dana, you're saying you missed what I used for the base. Do you mean the card base? So I used the bifold cards, and this die is the rounded eyelet window die that I'm using to put these on. So I'm just going to take that out like so. There we go. And then we just put some glue on the back. Friend, tell me, is spring one of your favourite seasons? I know that it's so wonderful to see all the plants come back to life and all the blossoms on the trees. I don't know about you, but seeing the blossoms on the trees is one of my favourite things when I'm going for a walk. So the advantage of having that glue on the back of those pop dots is just what happened there. I was able to reposition it because I'd taken it too far over. Whereas if I'd just put the pop dots on without that, I wouldn't have been able to do that. They'd have been stuck down. Okay, Dana, you're very welcome. I'm glad that answered your question. Right, so we have now got a central piece, and I'm using the Courtyard Elegance die, and we're going to use this centerpiece here. So this is the piece, and I have cut a backing piece, and we're just going to glue that on as well. Now the great thing is that I can do this because of that fine metal tip. There we go. And then we'll just take these bits off as well, like so. So if you're a crafter that is like me and loves flowers and decorative dies, then make sure that you do check out the warehouse clearance, because there's a you can save up to 70%. But also, if you love to make flowers, then make sure you check out the savings for the stamens. You really don't want to miss that. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in the center. Now you could have it with a square, as a square, or you could have it as a diamond. So I'm going to go with it as a diamond shape. Pop that on there. Now, isn't that gorgeous? You could decorate that. You could put a sentiment on and decorate it with some flowers. Put it onto a square card. So imagine that was a card, like so. Real statement piece, really beautiful. Then we're going to add our beautiful hyacinths. Hyacinths have got such a strong smell, such a beautiful smell. So I'm just going to put some glue onto my hyacinths. Actually, what I'm going to do is just curve that. Now I've put some glue on, so I don't want to burn my fingers. Just curve that, like so. Put some more glue on. And we're going to put that on an angle, like so. And we're going to do the same with this. So what I would do is roll it around my finger. Or you could use it round a big marker pen, something like that, just so you've got some shape. And then we'll put some hot glue on. And this is going to go a little bit higher and more of an angle, like so. And then we have got some pop dots. I've got the old ones on here. I had a box of goodies delivered the other day and those new ones were in it. So my FedEx man has been coming to me for 9 years, nearly 10, and it's the same guy, and he always smiles at me because I beat him to the door. I see him pull up and I'm there and I'm excited. Who else is like that? They're stalking the mailman for our crafty stash. Okay, so that's our hyacinths added. Let's take our card base and I'm just going to add the glue onto this piece, like so. And then we will glue on our circle. Make sure that it's not lopsided. There we go. And then for the bottom, I have another piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim those two pieces there so that the card folds. There we go. Put some glue on. Make sure I get that in the right place. So we've got a nice decorative piece there. And then for a stopper, what I'm going to do is I have got this, one of my favourite pieces of foliage. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you, but I always love the curlicues. I just love the swirls on my foliage. Now these are from the Classic Rose and they've been shaped in the Classic Rose mould. So I'm going to glue that on, but I want to make sure that I get it in the right place so that I have that stopper. Okay, I think we'll come just over a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to take those flowers, which I seem to have misplaced my pink one. Oh, here we go. They're here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hot glue these on. And I'm putting the purple ones together. And then I'm going to put my pink one in the front. Just so I'm bringing that pink from my hyacinth down there. And then that will be my stopper, like so. So I've added a sentiment, and I've cut up one of the Elegant Rose sentiments. Now you could use any of these. These are the Elegant Rose sentiments stamp and die set. And we've got thinking of you today, happy birthday to you, have a wonderful day. You could absolutely use them as they are. These are brilliant for inside cards as well as at the front. I've taken thinking of you today and I just stamped it in black. And that's how it looks. And what I've done is I've cut it to pieces. Okay, so what we're going to do is just going to place this. So we're going to have my easel there. So we're going to place our words of you today. And then we'll just glue those down. So I'm going to use my dry glaze glue, glue that down, like so. There we go. Now, not only do we have a stamen saving, if you place an order of $100 or more, you can get a free paper pad. So a free paper pad, up to 70% off the warehouse clearance, 50% off stamens. That, take advantage, my friend. If you're a crafty friend like me that loves those things, then make sure you add those to your cart. Our shipping team will get them out to you. Our shipping team have been doing amazing. I know that many of you have been placing orders, and they've been working so hard to get them out to you. There we go. So that is our card all done. And you could add any sentiments, fine, for any occasion. And I hope you've enjoyed our crafted time together. I can't wait to create again with you that gorgeous basket that I shared with you earlier. And have a wonderful week, my friend. Happy crafting. And if there are some crafty things that you've got on your wish list, take advantage of those savings. Head to our website, www.heartfeltcreations.us, and add those things to your cart. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you again soon. Bye.